Perfect, bro.
That's exactly what you wanted.
Exactly.
You close.
Number 2, open all the way to the crown line. Right here, we're gonna leave a little bit of bulk. And we're gonna like flick out and glide the clipper. Look how the clipper cuts. And we're gonna follow that guideline. And we're gonna remember what we did in the other side. And we're gonna flick out, we're gonna flick out, we're gonna flick out, we're gonna flick out, and we're gonna cross all the way to the back. We also have it on black. So you pass it, but you glide the clipper. You guide the clipper, you see? You glide it. Don't press it on the skull. Don't press it. You have to glide the clipper. That's how I pass my clippers. This is how you grab it, like this, and then you glide it. When you go to the spot that you already want to stop, you flick out, and you flick out, and you flick out, and you flick out. You don't have to be like exaggerated. It's just gonna be like a small movement to take the clipper away from the skull. Now, this is the soft trimmers. The soft trimmers, I use it for debug, especially on the section of Orion's belt. Soft trimmer. We're gonna guide ourselves with the line of the eye. So we're gonna do 1 dot, 2 dots behind the ear, 3 dots behind the head. Now we trace together, connect, clean the neck, connect in the back, clean the neck. Now, from the second dot to the first dot. And we connect, divide the beard and clean from there. And watch out with the line. Don't compromise the line that you already made. Okay? Just debug the rest of the hair and clean it up good. In the other way, like put the blade flat and clean the rest. Believe me, like this blade will take way more hair. So what happened in the beard, bro?
I took it too far down. I made it the L shape, so he had to match it on this side. I try to get the curve going, but I'm just not Netsy, you know. I do what I can, you know.
Now, open half. Orion's belt. 1 dot, 2 dots behind the ear, 3 dots in the part of the head, in the back of the head. Now, from the third dot, trace together to the second dot. 1 finger of size. The second dot, trace together to the first dot. 1 finger of size. Now, retouch, trace together. Retouch, trace together. Now, close halfway. And we're gonna hit halfway on the section. 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 Now, close it all the way. Right on top of the line. 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 Open it. Retouch. Make sure everything is nice and neat and even. Close 1. If you have to detail with the corner, you detail the rest. 1. Open. 1. Open Orion's belt. 1 finger of size, same sequence. 1 dot. 2 dots behind the ear, 3 dots behind the head. Now trace together from the third dot to the second dot. 1 finger of size from the second dot to the first dot. 1 finger of size. And now we trace together and we retouch. We trace together and we retouch and we make sure it was 1 finger of size. Make sure you got 1 finger of size. Close halfway. Halfway on the section. Halfway on the section. Halfway on the section. Halfway on the section. Close all the way. Right on top of the line. Right on top of the line. Right on top of the line. And I flick out a little bit, really minimum the movement. Right on top of the line. Half guard, open on top of the line that the number 1 didn't take. And we glide the clipper without making pressure. And we glide it on top of the line. If he doesn't take it out, we see the trace right there, check it out. Look how I glide it and I wick it out, right? Now I close halfway, right on top of the line, and I glide it. And I glide it, right on top of the line, I glide it, without making pressure, right? Now I close all the way, gliding the clipper on top of the trace. And look how I take it out. Open, I retouch with the corner. Wherever my heart tells me that I gotta hit it to make my fade look nice and neat. Look. You see? Close. I glide the clipper on top of the traces. And look how it blends. You just gotta learn how to glide the clipper without making pressure on top of the skull. 2. Open. We're gonna do a little section on top of the 1.5, and we repeat what we did in the beginning, but a little bit bigger. And we started tracing that new section with the 2.5. Close halfway on the section, a little bit lower, close all the way, right between 1.5 and 2. Ever trace one left two with the 1.5 guard or 3/16 open, you hit the trace between 1.5 and 2, right there on top of the line. If it didn't took that trace, close a little bit and hit it again. And I guarantee you're gonna have results. But you have to glide the clipper through the head without making no pressure to it. You gotta let the clipper do his job. Number 3, open. We're gonna take a little piece. Flicking out, flicking the wrist, flicking the wrist, flicking the wrist, flicking the wrist. Brush, 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 brush. Flick the wrist again, flick the wrist again, flick the wrist all around. Close one or close it all the way and hit whatever rest of the trace you have between 2 and 3. Now with the thinning shears, we're gonna connect the 2.5 and 3 with the top. And we grab the hair that is falling to the side. We're not gonna go in. And we blend it in. This is how we thin the hair out. We're just gonna thin it a little bit to connect it, to it looks all smooth together. Now we're gonna do a little bit of shear, so I'm gonna make a guideline up front. I already know his hair, I don't have to debate too much. So I'm gonna take a little bit up front and we're gonna start taking. And we make the guideline and we follow. And we take some, and then we keep going doing the same thing to the back. And keep going doing the same thing, you see? It's not that hard, don't come. Now, I'm gonna do the beard. We're gonna make it a straight line, and we're gonna follow the guideline that he already did. Look how I passed the razor blade, and then the razor blade is brand new. No enhancement, no nothing. I'm just making like a imaginary line with the rest of the hair that I'm cutting. And then here we make the L. Look, you see how it's falling together? We clean, look the difference. Now, we make the L really nice. We try to make it the best that we can. Now we do the bar right here. I slide the blade, I don't make no pressure to the skin with the blade. You see, the bar have to like be right where the hair grows, especially when the root is right there. You don't gonna go too back, you're never gonna have like a really sharp line. Okay, my sharp trimmer, in this case my recharger, and now we're gonna curve. We're gonna curve, and we're gonna curve. And follow with the razor blade. With the corner, I just clean whatever trace I made with my trimmers. I'm not making a new line and anything. Just following the line of the trimmer to the beard. And that's how we got it. Now, how you like?
Perfect, bro.
That's exactly what you wanted?
Exactly.
You close from Birmingham, Papi, you already know.
Hit the money every time on a dot.
If you're out here, Papi, in Birmingham, Alabama, let me know.
Best cuts in the USA.